Okay. Hey guys, it's Tuan from Charge Guys, and as you can see, we've got our Model Y. We finally got it. We picked it up today at around 11 o'clock. Delivery was really quick. Took all of like 10 minutes. We had all the paperwork pre-filled out. But I'm sure you guys want to see more of the car and do a walk around. So this is a car that we waited about a week for. As you know in our last video, we were supposed to get it last Saturday, but we ended up getting it today because there was a missing part. Not too sure what that missing part was, but that's okay because we have the car. So we're just going to do a little walk around. The car itself, this is the front. As you know, it's very similar to the Model 3. It uses about 70% of the same parts. So I'm just going to kind of touch note on some differences with the car. What?
Oh, I'll open the front.
Oh, okay. So here's the front. So right away you'll notice that the front is, it's a lot deeper than the Model 3. And a couple differences, you know, with the new Model 3s, they're not carpeting the fronts anymore. They're just plastic. You have to get a little mat. But you'll notice that it has these plastic grooves here. At first I thought that maybe there would be like a drain or something, kind of like what they're doing on some of the Rivian cars, but there's no drain. But it looks pretty neat. And then of course, as some other YouTubers have mentioned, this piece right here is kind of a new thing that Tesla's doing. I don't know if it's for sound insulation or for, you know, just keeping this area contained, but this is kind of a new thing here. And then of course you've got your tow hitch. Right in here, it's kind of nicely integrated into the front there. In terms of, you know, everything else, this is pretty much the same. You've got your windshield washer fluid, and then your wipers are up there. So let's go ahead and close. Oh, and we're gonna be doing another video just to show you guys more detailed information about the capacity of the trunk and the frunk and the trunk and the inside seating. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and go inside the car. You wanna go around on the other side. Okay, so the interior is pretty similar to the Model 3. I mean, you're not going to find too many differences. One of the differences that they've updated, and you'll kind of notice on the visor here, so the visor is now a magnetic piece. It's not clipped in via like a physical latch, it's just magnetic. So you'll see that there's a difference there. And then the visor itself, it does slide back and forth. And this is honestly one of the things that I really like about the car compared to our Model X. The Model X has that really amazing windshield, but when the sun's in your eye and you have that little tiny visor, it doesn't really block out too much sun. This is a proper visor that's going to block out a little bit more sun. Of course, you've got your little flip down vanity here that you can either do half or you can go like that, and then it just kind of folds away, kind of like on an iPad cover there. Okay. In terms of the ride height, I can say that the ride height is much higher than the Model 3. The car, obviously it sits higher. The seats are probably on risers so that you are sitting higher. Headspace, no issues. I'm 5'5", I'm not very tall. But Nathan, how tall are you?
6'1".
So Nathan is 6'1", and did you feel like you had ample headroom?
Oh yeah.
So tons of headroom there, no issues at all. So yeah, and it's nice because it's got the glass roof. So let's go ahead and take a look in the back seat. Okay. So this is basically me sitting behind Nathan. Nathan is 6'1" and I'm 5'5". You can see that there's tons of knee room here. And the seats are lifted up. And I know this is an issue with some people with the Model 3, the Model S, and the Model X, is that the seats are kind of lower to the ground. But I'm really pleased to see that these seats are really high up, so you have a ton of room to put your feet. And then of course it's a flat floor. And then there's a little, underneath the console here, this is almost lifted up on this little platform here. And I noticed that's kind of new to the Model Y, because the Model 3 it's not lifted on this little platform here. Probably because everything's been lifted up a little bit. And then of course you've got your same little flip down thing here. This is different than the Model 3. I think this is a different shape. and then this adjusts. And what's really neat about the Model Y compared to the Model 3 is that these headrests in the Model 3, they don't adjust. But the headrests in the Model Y, they do adjust. So you can move them up and down and kind of go like that. And then if you want to kind of zoom in, Nathan, so I noticed that these are also new too. So these coat hooks, these are new. So it's a different design than on the Model 3. The Model 3 has a different design. These are a lot more streamlined, and I like them quite a bit. And then you just touch that to turn the interior lights on and off for map pockets or whatever you want to call them. You've got two little areas here to put magazines and whatnot, and then you have two USB-C ports. So that's kind of a nice change, just because I think everyone is moving to USB-C. So you've got two USB-C ports here. Not too sure about the how quickly they'll charge your phone, if it's like a 2.5 or if it's a little bit slower, but you've got two USB slots right there. Let's go ahead and move to the back. Okay, so this is the performance model. So you'll notice you've got the carbon fiber spoiler, you've got the dual motor with the red underline there to let you know that it's a performance model. A lot of people have asked about towing, so if you kind of zoom in right here, there isn't a tow hitch, but there is a cutout right here. So I'm thinking if that cutout could be something that is later removed, and of course you can't see anything underneath because it's all sealed off. But I'm thinking there could be a tow hitch in the future. So one of the things that I think people are going to really appreciate about the Model Y is that it has a power tailgate and it has a proper hatch. Okay, so a couple differences and a couple of really kind of benefits about the Model Y. So you've got fold down seats that can be folded down from the back here, and they are power, so you just kind of flip the switch there. So now there's a difference between power and motorized. So they're powered and they'll flip them down, but they're not motorized in the sense that they'll come back up. So if you want to put them back up, you got to do that yourself. And you've got your charging cable here. In the Model Y, you have a storage area here, but then you also have a storage area on the other side of the trunk, which is exclusive to the Model Y compared to the Model 3. All right, so you've got your cargo area here, and I will say that this is a bit deeper than the Model 3. And what's nice is that it has like a little design so that the flap can stay up. That way you don't have to hold it up like I have to in my Model 3. And then additionally, you have some more storage here. And then I don't think this one stays up manually. I think this one will just kind of come down. But you've got a little bit of shallow storage here. So let's say you want to put your charging cable there, you can kind of put that away, and then everything is out of sight, out of mind. Of course, you've got your button for your power tailgate here. I'm sure this is like memory, so you can set the memory there, and then you can hear that it set the memory there. And then you've got your little trunk light here.
You got two speakers up there too,
And
forward-facing speakers.
Yeah, you've got two forward-facing speakers here. No, yeah, that's definitely not going to motorize back up. But you just flip that down. And then that is the trunk area. Let's see. Is there anything else that you think people might want to see for a quick walk around?
Let's just do a quick, I'll sit in the behind my seat just to give people a...
Okay,
like,
so I'll hold the thing here. So you'll notice that the doors, they don't open all the way out. So if you do have a child car seat, that might be a concern for you. But it's a pretty wide opening nonetheless. And these seats do recline a little bit. You'll see that this one isn't like fully reclined. This one's a little bit more reclined.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
this is Nathan sitting behind himself. So he's got no issues with headspace. You can see he has ample amount of headspace. Nathan, go ahead and put your hand over your head just to kind of show everyone.
Be like,
there's a ton of headspace.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, he's 6'1", so he's definitely a taller guy. And knee space, your knees aren't hitting the back of the seat or anything like that. And he is sitting behind himself right now. So what I'm gonna do is I've adjusted the seat for my preferences. I am going to move it over to my preferences just so that you can get an idea of what it's like for someone that's a little bit shorter. And you can see
That
it
is
is
a crazy amount of room.
downright cavernous. I mean, the car has tons of room in the back. So if you do have two car seats that you need for your kids, you'll be just fine. They'll have plenty of space. They'll probably be able to kick their feet and not hit the seat in front of them. So that's pretty good. And of course, as you guys know, the Model Y comes standard with the Chrome Delete. We have noticed a couple things. There are some, of course, as you have anyone that owns a Tesla, you've got some panel caps. So you've got this guy right here. It's kind of a doozy. And then there's some little paint things here and there, but I guess it's kind of what you come to expect. I'm gonna try to back up here and get a better view of the car. So this is the Model Y. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a video talking about the cargo space. We'll do some more videos if you guys have any other things that you want us to kind of touch up upon. But it's a great car. I've got a Model 3 and I can confidently say that, you know, the ride height is much higher than the Model 3. You know, you definitely feel like you're driving a crossover. I mean, it's not going to be a crossover in the traditional sense of like a CR-V or a RAV4, but I kind of put this in the same category as like an X4 or a GLC Coupe or something along those lines. All right, so if you guys have any suggestions or if you guys want us to touch upon anything, just let us know. We're going to be doing another more in-depth video for you guys soon. Pretty happy with your car, Nathan?
Oh, definitely.
All right, guys. All right, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when we've got a new video for you. Okay, bye, guys.